Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name's Noel Lorenzana. I'm a CPA and my channel is all about simplifying taxes for individuals and small business owners. In today's video, I want to share with you the best way, in my opinion, to file your 1099 tax forms for your small business. It's an online solution. It's called track1099.com. This is not a sponsored post by any means. It's just the best solution that I've found, and I and other tax professionals use and appreciate the simplicity of the software. So if you need to file your 1099 tax forms for your small business, those are due generally by January 31st. You'll want to watch this video. I'll go over step by step using screen share software so you can see exactly how it's done. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee if that's your thing, and enjoy the video. All right, so here we go. I've navigated to the website track1099.com. That's track1099.com. You'll come to the homepage here. It was recently bought by Avalara, which is the sales tax software company. So let's see. Easily e-file and manage 1099 forms online without the hassle. Okay, so here we go. If you're new, click on Get Started or Sign Up Now over here. You'll create your company name, first name, last name, email, and you'll create a password. I've already done that, so I'm just going to go ahead and sign in. Okay, I'm going to enter my email address and password. Okay, so this is what you'll see after you log in. New, welcome to tax year 2023. Which form would you like to start using? You do have a couple options here. We're going to focus on 1099s. So we're going to click on this option. Okay, excellent. All payers. So the first thing you need to do is step 1, add new payer. Okay, the payer is the company issuing the forms. So if I need to issue forms to some 1099 contractors, I am the payer. So there's a couple options. You can enter it manually, or you can import it from the previous year. There's also importing options from QuickBooks Online, Xero, or you can import a CSV file. So here we're just going to enter the payer information manually. Okay, add new payer. So here we have step 1, add new payer. I'm going to enter some fictitious information for demonstration purposes. So I looked this up because we have to put something down. So here we go. I'm using Loyola University, Chicago. Okay, and the reason I had to do this is because it actually needs factual information. I can't just put any random numbers in. And I tried, but it didn't work. So street address. (1032). (60660). Email address. I'm just going to put info@Loyola. Phone number. Let's use this. 773-508. Okay, scroll down, click on save. Okay, great. Payer information for Loyola University Chicago has been saved. How would you like to add recipients? You can upload them via a CSV spreadsheet, or you can do that manually. So for most small businesses, you might just have a handful of 1099s that you need to issue to independent contractors. Let's click on manually. Okay, let's see here. So step 1, add recipient. Okay, recipient's name. Okay, John Smith. His social security number. I'm just going to enter some random numbers. I don't know if it'll take it or not, but we'll see. 35055. Address. Let's say he lives at 900 North Michigan Avenue. Okay, so you can enter the recipient's email address. And this comes in really handy because this service can also email the 1099s to the recipient. So that's what I recommend. But you also need to follow up to ensure that the recipient actually received it. So, but I'm going to leave that blank for now. Well, actually, let me put something in. Let me put johnsmith@gmail.com. Okay, non-employee compensation. Let's say he earned $5,000. And there was no withholding. So we're going to go ahead and save this. Okay, very good. So we're back to the beginning screen again for add recipient. So if you have a second 1099 you need to issue, this is where you would do it. You would just enter them sequentially. So let's say we have a second recipient. Her name is Mary Thomas. Okay, social security number, her address. Let's say it's 50 West Wacker Drive. Her email address, let's say maryt@gmail.com. And she earned as non-employee compensation, let's say she earned $5,000. No federal withholding. And we're going to save this. Okay, perfect. So before you start this process, I just want to note that you want to indicate or determine in advance who's receiving a 1099 or who you need to issue a 1099 NEC, which is non-employee compensation. 2, you want to have all their information, including name, address, social security number, and ideally you want to have a Form W-9 on file for them that they've completed and signed. That is their taxpayer information that they're giving to you as their tax information. And another good tip is if you do have independent contractors, you don't want to pay them until you have a tax form on file for them. Okay, so moving on, let's say we're done here. And we want to move on to form summary, which is step 3. So we're going to click on here. Go review your form summary. All right, here we go. So this is a summary. John Smith, Form NEC, Box 1, $5,000. Mary Thomas, Form NEC, Box 1, $5,000. So these check marks tell you that everything looks good. There's a little warning sign here, which is not applicable. So we're going to go click on Save Changes. Well, we haven't made any changes, but let me click on Save Changes anyway. Okay. So then here, scheduled and sent. So the next step is right here. Next step, schedule e-file. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, so there's a note, neither 1096 nor W-3 are required when you e-file. Okay, so here, NEC, there's 2 forms. It'll cost you $5.98, quite reasonable. You can e-deliver these 1099 NECs to the recipients. That's free of charge, so you want to make sure you have their email addresses. There is an address verification service. That is if the forms are mailed, and it says, we will check against a USPS certified database automatically, update any minor address suggestions, such as adding the last 4 of zip, and advise you have incorrect address via email. So you have an option to verify their address. It's only 5 cents per 1099. So I'll just leave that in. TIN matching service. So that's a tax identifying number or tax identification number. This says we compare name, TIN type, and TIN against the IRS database. All 3 have to match to pass. We'll notify you of pass-fail via email. Results take 24 hours. So this is nice because if for some reason you've entered their tax identification number incorrectly, they'll check that, they'll match that against the IRS database, and there's no additional charge. So the total is $6.08. You can choose to pay now. Since this is for demonstration purposes, I won't elect to pay now, but that's pretty much all you have to do. After you pay, here's the schedule when the 1099s will be mailed. It'll be mailed starting January 14th, and the deadline is January 31st. So going back up on top of the screen here, let's click on the 5th step here, mail, and see what that shows. Okay, it says nothing to do. All your forms are either mailed or accepted by e-delivery. Okay, let's click on step 6 here, download. You could download all your forms, which is really handy. I recommend downloading a copy of your 1099 forms and having that on file in case you ever need it. So that's about it. This was a quick demonstration of track1099.com. It's simple, effective, it's not very expensive. You can get your 1099 tax forms filed quickly and easily. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. And please do me a favor, if you received value from the video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe if you want more content like this one. It really helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.